It's not always easy to pay for a medical treatment within your budget.
Drug manufacturers might offer you a rebate plan to help recoup some of your costs. Well, when one local woman says she went weeks without seeing the rebate checks, she reached out to NBC10 Responds for help. Heather Crow says she spent hours on the phone, keeping a log of all of her calls to get answers about her health treatment.
I was trying to get a rebate back that I was owed.
According to Heather, she qualified to get a few $100s from Johnson & Johnson, the parent company for Janssen Pharmaceutical that produces the drug for her treatment. She paid $1,050 out of pocket for her total bill. Heather says her doctor's office told her about the rebate program to help offset the cost she'd paid for the treatment.
So they gave me all the forms to fill out, and I put my name, and there was a claim form for a rebate.
The first claim was rejected by Janssen. Heather says a few treatment dates didn't fall into a specific time frame to qualify. She says she didn't know about that time frame, but was able to fill out another claim to adjust the dates, and it was accepted.
They did tell me over the phone my claim had been approved and that they would mail me the checks. And then, you know, I waited. They said it would take a few weeks, but I never got checks.
Heather says when she called back, she was told to wait 30 days. No checks.
It was a nightmare all around.
Another 30 days, no checks.
So, you know, we were confirming my address multiple times, and they resent out a third set.
Heather says she reached out to NBC10 Responds when she felt like she'd exhausted all of her options.
I reached out to the pharmaceutical company, complaint department, got nowhere. I got nowhere with any of the regulators, any of the government I reached out to. So I reached out to NBC, and they're the only ones that cared.
NBC10 Responds took Heather's rebate issue to Johnson & Johnson. J&J told us they would share a response with us in the coming days. After that initial inquiry, Heather says the company updated her about the checks that were never delivered.
And they did eventually tell me that they had the wrong address and that they kept sending the checks to the wrong address, even though I'd given them the right address, that their systems weren't talking to each other.
Johnson & Johnson told NBC10 Responds, we do not discuss information at a patient level. We continue to work hard to support access and coverage of our approved therapies, with many individuals being covered through their medical or pharmacy benefits. About 2 weeks later, Heather received her rebate checks, totaling $437.15.
Thank you for caring about consumers, because, you know, when you're reaching out and you don't know which government agency to go to and no one seems to care and no one's helping you, you know, NBC cares and they help you. So, and that's important, you know, I think.
We're happy to help. An important thing to remember for patients, out-of-pocket costs are determined by the deductible in your insurance plan. Pick the best plan to fit your treatment and coverage for you in the long term. Now, resources are also available to help you save on your prescription drugs. Talk to your doctor or your pharmacist about programs for your particular drug. There are online resources you can search for yourself. Also, many states offer pharmaceutical assistance programs. We'll post the links for resources on NBC10.com/responds under the helpful links section. And we will add the total cost of Heather's rebate, $437, to our total. To date, NBC10 Responds has recovered almost $2.8 million in money, goods, and services for our viewers. And if you have a consumer problem, we're here for you. Scan the QR code on your screen. That'll give you direct access to our NBC10 Responds complaint form. You can also find it on the free NBC10 app, or just give us a call.